Hey and hello. Welcome to the Jessica Jones Show. You already know it's my show. Hell, that's what I like to splat owl on that owl. All right. Hell. Representing VA in this biatch. All right. 757 in these motherfucking city streets. Come and get with me. Doobie dop doop dee. All right. I'm done. All right. Today's episode is about intuition. But today's sponsors is, of course, I named my plant. Y'all see my plant that comes in. Like I told you, I have like 15 plants over there. But this plant in particular, I'm going to name her Pauline, okay? This is Pauline right here, or Paulette. I like that. We have a new member. For the people listening on Spotify, you can always go over on YouTube. But this is a Japanese piggy bank that my sister got me when I was in middle school. And so she is making her debut. She is full, okay? But y'all can always put some more coins in here, so motherfucking donate, all right? Like I said before, I got my Cash App. The Cash App is I am J Jones with the $ at the beginning. So the $ at the beginning symbol, IAMJAYJONES. And if you want to Zelle all that, that's my phone number. I will not be putting that here, but you can always message me or DM me, and I will give you that information as soon as possible. But like this piggy bank said, is it a chang-a-lang? All right, put something on that thing. Okay. Yes. So today's topic is about intuition, and I have a couple things that I will bring out in a second. It's not a lot, but it'll also help with your intuition as well. So the ways that I've helped, because I know this is my podcast, and I really like talk about. I really like to talk about things that can help you, wellness, mental health, all that jazz. Like this whole podcast is set up for self-help. And I also believe that not only do we have our 5 senses, we have a 6th sense. And that is something that I use on a daily basis. It was made strong. I feel like it's like X-Men. All right. So if X-Men, you think about it, a lot of times when there were a lot of issues like Magneto, and he was in like the concentration camps, and I don't know if you guys saw the whole movie, and they pulled him away from his mother, and he fucked the whole like gate up, and he became super strong because of trials, tribulations, and traumas. The 3 T's: trials, tribulations, and trauma. Trauma can, I know it sounds trifling, but like we talk about Carl Jung, the darkness is what creates the creativity and creates that extra 6th sense. So that is one way that the intuition gets strong, is through trauma. You have to build another sense beyond the senses that you already have in order for you to protect yourself. I hate to have to say it like that, but that is some of the ways that I've been able to become as intuitive as I am, is because of things that have happened to me in my childhood, dealing with verbal abuse and other different things that have happened. And you just have to be on your toes. So therefore you have to think for that other person. You have to put your energy into that other person, so you can think 10 steps ahead of that person, so that you can protect yourself before it hits you, right? And so that is another thing of getting creating or building your intuition, is also getting to know other people's stories, right? It is not about just you. Like Robert Greene says, and I've said this in the podcast before, it is about getting to know other people. And that's how your intuition gets stronger, because the more that you know that person, the more in tune you get with those people around you, the more common it is for you to pick up on sensations, facial expressions, body language, movements, all those different things. I'm able to pick up on those things very fast. And I also learned from Till Swan that you pick up on, like for me, because I've had traumas, in my past, that I'm able to pick up in a room crowded of people. I'm able to pick out the person who is like the darker person in the room, like the quote unquote evil person. I can always tell who has the nastiest attitude. I can always tell the person who is going to be difficult. I can always tell the person that is not going to be a lot of fun. And I typically try to warn my friends, and my best friends know about it. I'll pre-warn them, like, do not talk to that person. That person is going, and they be like, that person's so nice to me. And then they get to know them down the line, and that little demon that they were trying to, repress. We talked about that in the last podcast. If y'all was listening, that demon, it comes out. So then they actually get to see that, and then they're like, what? But I see it. So it's like a double-edged sword to be an intuitive and in tune person off of the Jean Grey traumas, because in fact it creates a protective mechanism where you're able to read people's energies so fast, and other people are like, I couldn't even tell that was going on. And it's a double-edged sword, because sometimes it's hard to relax. And all my intuitive people out there who know psychics, or people who are very in tune with their bodies and other people's auras, or can see essences and auras around people, y'all know what that shit looks like. It becomes a double-edged sword, because sometimes you just want to go somewhere, just have a good time and not think about people. And you can eventually get there and become like the Buddhist monk and really be zen. I'm still working on that. So for now, that is one of my things that I know with my intuition. I can work on not overthinking things and being like, is this person going to hurt me? It's like, no, that person's in their bubble. They got their own traumas. You don't have to combine both the traumas together to try to heal that person, or like run away from that person, because that person hasn't done anything to necessarily harm me. I can just read the energy and know that energy is not something that I necessarily want to resonate with. So that is another thing with intuition. I think that's number 2 or 3. That will really help you strengthen your intuition. And then we also have, because I wrote my stuff down, like to stay on task, eating healthy and drinking water. So whatever you consume in your body is what's going to help. If you're eating McDonald's all day, that's not going to help you. If you have a lot of quote unquote heavy metals in the body, you also have to release that, because it also decalcifies and blocks the pineal gland, which is the third eye center. And so you have to go, we've all been, well, not we, but I've been through a cleanse. I know a lot of people have been through their own heavy metal cleanses. You can look up Dr. Sebi, not the little side books. You have to really like go in and find exactly what he did. They try to hide it, but if you really want to do it, you will. Or look it up on YouTube, or buy books. There are so many books in Barnes and Nobles. I love Barnes and Nobles. I'm like a geek. So like throw me in a library and you won't see me for weeks, because I can't get enough of books, especially self-help books, zodiac sign books, books on mental health. Did I say the same thing? Self-help and mental health, that's the same fucking thing. But yeah, you throw me in there and it maybe give me some water and some sunflower seeds, nigga, I'm in there. So I love Barnes and Nobles and finding books and different things. And I also bought this book here called The Gratitude. So I don't know why I'm showing you guys that, because the words probably gonna go be backwards, but you see how beautiful this is? It's a gratitude journal. So it is a day and night reflection journal for gratitude. And I like there's a sun here at the front, and in the back there is a moon for day and night. And basically you have, this is what it looks like. Morning meditations, kind of see it. But yeah, so it has like today's focus, affirmation of today, what am I grateful for, what am I excited about, how I'll make space for gratitude today. And then the evening is like, what are the good things that happened today, how did I make a positive difference, how did I feel today, and positive thought to carry me to sleep. So I have this journal that I do my gratitude in, as well as I have this that I also got I got both of these from Barnes and Nobles. And yeah, this is another, just a journal that I write in. I write all my stuff. I write down my podcast, and I get jiggy with that. So eating healthy, like I told you guys before, I think on episode 13, where I said really get great vitamins. Vitamins that are in glass jars are typically a great rule of thumb. Vitamins that are in a refrigerator are also another good rule of thumb, like probiotics, and they have like other things that are in there that you can get. If it's not in the fridge, not all vitamins need to be in the fridge, but if they're refrigerated, that's a good rule of thumb. If you go to the back and you look at the other ingredients, if it just says two things, you're in a good place. Meaning, like the capsule that's made out of like vegetable and it's organic, and the ingredient. Okay, if it's hard for you to find that way, then you read up on what vegetables has the most magnesium, which has the most iron, which has the most vitamin C, vitamin D, and A, and then you just get it right out the fruit source or the vegetable source or whatever animal product. Just make sure that you're eating animal products with everything. And I want to make this clear: you eat things in moderation. You all do not need to eat meat every single day. You can have a vegan day, you can have a meat day, pick your days on and off. And it's also great to eat in season, right? Going in the flow of the season. Us being a part of a first world country, we are very spoiled to the fact that we have oranges and shit all the time. Those fruits are just like no seeds in them. Try to find fruit with seeds. Farmers markets, that I know that you're like, how does this help with your intuition? Farmers markets are like a God's gift to earth. And I don't know if everybody has an opportunity to go to a farmer's market, but if you do, those people are so fucking in tune. Like, wow. I met a woman who sold me this Palo Santo after I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I ran into a woman who looked similar to Michelle Yeoh and was riding a bike. It was crazy. Like, if you watch a movie like that, it's super powerful and like bring you into another dimension, and then the next day you go to a farmer's market and you run to a Asian woman who looks similar to, I think, Michelle Yeoh, but I might be saying her last name wrong, but similar look, similar vibe, all that shit. I was like, what the hell? And she was just talking to me about spirituality. She had Palo Santo that was like an incense at the damn farmer's market. And so I like to buy sprouted things, sprouted beans, all those different things. If you walk through the farmer's market and ask people what is some really great, healthy, like super packed vitamins, they'll tell you what foods and what sprouted grains and vegetables to eat. And if you have more questions about that, put a comment down below and I will make a video about vitamins and minerals, and I will pull out my whole herbal guide, because I have a big ass herbal book that you can literally heal yourself from within. Okay. And then last but not least, a spiritual teacher. A spiritual teacher. I go to psychics from time every now and again. I don't go to a lot of them, but I have one specific one. She is from Japan. She's Japanese, and she's very Japanese. So she's got the very Harajuku woman type of vibe. Very girly. She wears lashes. She wears a lot of pink. She's just very cute. She's very sweet, and she's very real. She keeps it real. So if you don't have that, I like to do like oracle cards. Like the Cancerian deck. This is the Cancerian Oracle. Shout out to the Cancerian Tarot or Cancerian homegirl. I forget her name, but she's called the Cancerian page. But I'll leave her things below. But I bought her deck. And her name is Sin. And it's a Cancerian channel. I mean, this is not just for cancers, but I mean, because I am a Cancer, you're like, come on. But it has a lot of like, I pull this card, I pull a daily card. And let me just be clear, because there's like the whole taboo around tarot and oracle cards. It's the energy that you put behind anything. There's been people that they've said that people have been possessed at churches. So it doesn't matter where you are or what time it is. If your inner demon or something wants to attack you, it can come anywhere if you aren't guarded. So make sure you always guard yourself. I definitely have my Palo Santo, but make sure you get it sustainably sourced, because there's a lot of things going on with that. I have sage, sustainably sourced. I light my incense, but I also pray to God. I pray with my angels, my guardian angels, and on my spirit guides, and I make sure that I am very intentional, right, on what I am wanting to put into my life, and how I am protecting myself, redirecting myself, and allowing myself to be able to maneuver and navigate through this world and this universe. So that is one thing. Be intentional, because energy is very powerful and words are spells. So if you are putting a lot of intention into your words, you will be just fine. And this is an oracle deck. It is not the same. It is not the same. Let me get this out. Oracle decks are not the same. They're a little bit more fluffy. They're a little bit more frou-frou. They're not as like powerful as some people get afraid. Like tarot, to me, tarot cards are like ancient wisdom from like eons ago. I feel like it's like the Da Vinci Code, because there's like numbers, symbols, all types of shit that are, you get to just dig deeper into it. It like literally breaks down the understanding of this universe. But I do not say that it is for everyone, all right? It is for certain people who want to dive deeper into that. I am one of those folks. Like I said, my traumas sent me here. It was kind of like Jean Grey and the Phoenix, but then I was like, I'm literally burning everything down. I'm way too vocal. I literally am a scientist when it comes to people's thoughts. So I like pry until I get the answers, or I already know the answers, because my intuition is so goddamn strong. People who are close to me can tell you, I pick up on shit quick, and then it feels invasive. So I am working on not being so invasive in people's minds, and not Jean Greying and trying to kill people, because I damn sure can't kill Professor Xavier like Logan, because that wore me out. When Professor Xavier died, girl, shit, I cried like he was my uncle. I was crying like, God damn it, Professor X, I loved you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all. Logan wore me out. Logan is an old movie, but they just really just put the cap on X-Men. Like, Professor Xavier just passed it. I'm like, what the hell is going on, Logan? And then at the end, he died. When Logan died, I swear I cried all the way to the car. And the guy was dead. I don't even remember who it was, but he was like, are you going to be all right? Like, this is a movie. I'm like, nigga, you ain't watch X-Men as a kid with a bowl of cereal? What is wrong with you? I've been watching X-Men for a long time. Okay, I always wanted to be Storm until I realized how intuitive I was. And I was like, I'm fucking Jean Grey. And then I've had my Phoenix moments, okay? Because if y'all been listening to my podcast, you know I've had the Phoenix moment, because I told you I had one. So I had to send that bird on. They take your ass on, motherfucker. You messing up my life. No, it's not messing up my life. It's just helping me enhance it. But yeah, it enhanced it in ways that I needed to, and then of course I healed past it and had to move on. But like, this is stuff like easy like this. Like, you'll get cards that say hydrate and meditate, have more fun months from now. This is a pretty cool, like, frou-frou. It ain't heavy, y'all. This is easy. A new dawn. Good news is coming. Hard times are over. You know what I'm saying? It's an easy deck. I'm gonna just do one quick for y'all. What is the card of the day for y'all? For everybody watching. Take action now. Take action now. So, whatever that is, whatever that pertains to, take action now. All right? If that was the answer that you was looking for, like, what should I do? I don't know what I should do. Take action. All right? And it's made out of a little sandcastle. This is so cute. So, yeah, that is the way that I strengthen my intuition. And there's much more to that, but by all means, you guys, like, comment, subscribe, share, show your love, like Steve Harvey on the damn Apollo back in the day. Show your love for Jay Jones, Jessica Jones. This is my show. These are the ways that I strengthen intuition. I will have more stories, but I feel like right now, let's focus on, I'll do a story here and there, but also I want to give some health, wellness, mental health, and also some deep rooted intuition. Align your chakras, get them aligned. And also, if you have anything within your body, some ailments, and you're kind of tired of Western medicine, I have a great doctor for you. He's an acupuncturist. So if you want to expand and open your mind, I am like the woman from Doctor Strange who tapped that nigga right in the middle of his third eye and like pulled his whole soul out of his body and he came back. Yeah, so I can give you some moments like that. But I have my doctor that I go to. He's Korean. He's been doing Chinese medicine, acupuncture for about 25 years. So the man is like that. He literally touched my wrist and told me what type of personality type I had and as to why it was affecting other parts in my body. So the emotional body can affect your physical body. Just want y'all to know that. So you got to check yourself, check your vibrations, check what you're giving out to the universe out of your mouth. What are you saying? What are you doing? And then also, what are you holding in? What are you repressing? And then seeing what's happening in your body. Because I was having some issues with my stomach. And he was like, well, what men are you dealing with? Are there some men that are stressing you out? And it was a man who was stressing me out. I was dating at the time. And he was like, don't think about him so much. Like, drop it. And I just stopped thinking about him as much. And the fire in my stomach, because I was yang, I was kidney yang. That's when you're too fiery with inflammation. It went away. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it flow. Now you know. All right. These are the ways to enhance your intuition. I gave you like 5 of the top ways. We can keep it going. But thank y'all once again for listening to my show, The Jessica Jones Show. And I appreciate you guys. Make sure you share, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you once again for watching and also tuning in on my YouTube and my Spotify. Share the word, please, and thank you. Once again, this is The Jessica Jones Show, my show. Take care of yourself and each other. All right. Bye.